There we go, you guys. Oh, that was a big hit. What is up, everybody? It's been a long time, but welcome back to the channel. And I'm out here. It's winter time in our area, Ventura County, and water's looking good. And shoot, we should start seeing some decent perch rolling in our area finally. So we got a Carolina rig tied on with an 805 custom bait, and we're gonna try it out. We got 3-foot tides right now, outgoing tide. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but water looks good, clean. I see some pockets already that might hold some fish. But yeah, we're gonna throw around a Carolina rig and see how it goes. I didn't do a lot of filming during the winter time. I was out and about all over the place, catching halibut and stuff, and just didn't take the camera along for those rides. But we're out here, we're gonna do it, try to make some more videos. And again, thanks a lot for all the support. My channel has grown quite a bit, even though I don't have that many videos up, and I appreciate it. And I love fishing, and I like that you guys like watching it. So let's see if we can make some more videos here. All right, boys, here we go. First cast with the 805 custom bait. I got the purple haze tied on right now. And my setup is my 903 Phenix with my back bay saltist 4000. I'm running 20-pound braid, J braid, and I got my C rig with my 3/4 ounce tungsten and a 3-foot 6-pound leader. And with my 805 custom bait, I am running a size 2 straight hook, worm hook. So we're just gonna work this whole face right here, up and down. If we don't get any bites, we'll move on up. Just keep moving down the beach like we normally do. But conditions look pretty good, so I don't see why we wouldn't get bit here or anywhere in this area. And the water is really clean, and that's a good sign compared to what we had to put up with this summer on this beach. It was super dirty. Lots of micro seaweed in there. There's a bite. And yeah, it just wasn't fishable at all. So it's really nice to see this water the way it is. I've already had quite a few bites, you guys. Feels like a bunch of tail chasers. Well, that's a good sign. We're getting bit. We know where they're here. Hopefully we can run into some big females that have already kind of worked their way from the deep onto the shores here, you know, real shallows. Wave power isn't too strong today. It's only like in the 50s, you guys. It's super low. That's why it looks like lake-like conditions out here most of the time. So I don't know, I have my feelings about when it's really calm like this. The water doesn't get stirred up too much, and doesn't create a lot of food in the water for the fish, in my opinion, because it doesn't get stirred up. But you never know. I could be wrong on that. I'm getting bit, so that's a good sign. There's a bite right there. And we're on, you guys. We are on. On the purple haze. And I think this one's a Salty Ripper version. It's not the normal size. There you go, guys. Nice little surf perch. They get a lot bigger than this, especially the females. 805 custom baits. Get back out there. See if we can get ourselves a nice one. And when nice, by I mean nice, I'm thinking like a 12 plus. Those are the fun ones. These little small ones like this, you can catch pretty much all year round. It's the big ones, the 12-inch plus ones, that we kind of all look forward to during the winter time, because that's when they finally show themselves down in our area. Up north, there's like common to catch those up there. You know, they're even catching, you know, 17-inch perch, 16-inch perch on a daily up there. So in our area, to kind of get that kind of a size surf perch up here, we kind of have to wait for the water to get a little bit cooler in the winter time. So I feel this is about the time last year I started catching them big 15s and stuff like that, surf perch. So I wouldn't doubt it if they're already here. I just haven't been out fishing long enough to this year to catch them. I'm getting some really big tugs right here, you guys. So hopefully I can run into them and put some good numbers on the board with some of these bigger perch. But every cast right here, right where the wave's breaking, right behind that wave where it breaks, I'm getting slammed. So we're gonna throw it out there right there now. Once it's that real far breaker wave just broke, right about there. There's a bite. There's a bite. There's a bite. It's chasing it. It's chasing it. Got him. He's chased it all the way in. Wow, I didn't have to walk very far to start finding them, that's for sure. About the same size as the last one. So the perch are definitely active. He's really cold, I can feel his body. Oh, there he goes. But they are definitely chasing this 805 custom bait. It is one of my top favorite baits to throw. I like to throw all artificial bait most of the time. And these and the honey badgers, I just kind of switch back and forth between both of them. And if I can get into some of the bigger perch, I'll even throw on the bottom baits, the craw. That does really well up here too. So between those three baits, I kind of like to, there's another bite. I kind of like to rotate it in and out, whichever one's biting the most. But they're really chasing after this purple haze bait. Every cast, they're hitting it. So I'm just gonna stick with it. There's no reason to change it. Just keep hitting this hole. I'm getting some decent bites out of it. Right about now is kind of where in the area I'm getting bit. There it is. I don't know if you can see the tip of my rod. And if you watch my videos in the past, I've also mentioned with perch fishing that if you get bit, kind of just give it a little pause and twitch. You know, don't stop reeling it in, but and twist your rod, because that little bead that you have on your line creates a tapping noise under the water, and it'll trigger those perch to bite again. And that could be the difference between them coming back for it and hitting it, or just moving on and looking for something else. So if you get bit, stop reeling, tighten your line up, and just give your rod a little twitch at the tip. That'll cause that weight to pound up against that bead and make a little tapping noise under the water. And you'll notice every once in a while, even when I'm just reeling it in, I'll kind of just bounce my rod tip up and down to create that tap. So if there isn't any perch around, it'll probably get their attention and they'll come check it out and see what's there. good hit. Come back for it. Come on. Come back for it. Tweak the tail on that one. Look at that. Got the tail and just pulled it. But he didn't rip it off, so we can put it back on. Alright guys, so I went and moved from that spot. I was getting bit. I was getting tagged up like crazy. But they're all a bunch of small ones. So I'm gonna keep moving down the beach and see if I can't just run into an area where they're just some bigger perch. They're here. I just gotta find them. So usually the small guys will, in my experience, the small ones kind of just stick with each other, and vice versa with the big ones. So we're just working this beach here, and looks like this side of the beach has got a lot of mussel shells on it, which is could be a bad thing or a good thing. Good thing meaning their fish are sitting there and they're feeding on all this stuff, so there's a lot of fish here. Or I'm just gonna be dragging it all in on my reel, and I do see some floating debris already, so we might keep scooting it down a little bit. So I run my gear pretty light. I got 20-pound braid, but my leader's only a 6-pound test, and that's pretty much the max I'll go when I'm surf perch fishing. Even for the bigger ones, you know, you got a 6-pound test. Even if you cut yourself a 16-inch perch out here or something like that, which I've caught on this setup, it's not gonna bust your line 6-pound test. As long as you have everything set up right, your drag and all that, you guys are good to go. So the waves are breaking way far on this side of the beach, which I don't see any holes in visual from down here. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and cast anyways and just kind of work it down. If not, I'm gonna go back to the other side of that beach and work my way north instead of south, just because the water still kind of looks dirty right in this area. The water is clear, but as far as the debris in the water, and that's one thing that I hate fighting that junk and it getting caught on my line and having to reel it on there. But we'll give it a shot and fish it and see if we can get bit right here. There's a bite right there. So give it a try here for a little bit. Definitely got some tail pullers here, you guys. Look at that. Just grabbing the tail and pulling it. To fix that kind of problem, get a little super glue and tap it on the hook there before you put after you put your bait on, and then slide it up on the rail of the hook, and it ain't gonna go nowhere. It won't do that. But I'm too anxious to get out here, so I don't even bother with it. I'll just fix it if they pull it down like that. Alright, so as you can see, I went and switched over to the Geo craw. I took off the 805 custom, so we're gonna throw the craw bait for a little bit and see how that one does, and then after that we'll put on the honey badger bait. I believe in my bag right now I have the Ultra Slayer right now, so we'll throw that one on. That's a good one, motor oil, and we'll just do that. Because that's, in my opinion, those are the 3 go-to baits you should have in your bag if you're gonna come surf perch fishing, you guys. So if you don't have them, you can find them online or at your local tackle shops. All 3 baits, and they've all caught decent sized perch for me. So we're gonna go ahead and work this craw bait for a little bit. It's a little bit bigger presentation, But you got a bigger presentation. Hopefully you got bigger fish that'll chase after it. The little ones will chase it too, but I find that they just bite the back ends of the tail off more than anything. But we're gonna go ahead and work this bait for a little bit. There's a bite already, right there. And then we'll throw on the honey badger for a little bit and throw that one on. Yeah, you'll see that all three baits do really well. Still looking for that one big female that's cruising along, looking for a good place to spawn. I just fell into a little hole. That's always nice. I guess that's another good thing about fishing low tide. You can spot the holes. You know, if you come at high tide, you know where the holes are at, because you just fell in one. Alright guys, we're back to this side of the beach here where I first started off. We're gonna throw this got 'em bait here for a little bit, give it its fair chance here and see what we have, if there's anything bigger swimming around. A little deeper here, water's going down a lot pretty quick. There we go, you guys. Oh, that was a big hit. And this one pulled drag right off the bat. That was a good hit. This one has to be a bigger fish. I didn't mess with my drag, and it feels heavier. Definitely feels heavier. And this one's on the got 'em bait. Try to keep pressure on them. Walk backwards. Oh yeah. Decent perch, you guys. This is what we're looking for right here, you guys. Get the wave to help me bring it in. Ooh. Right there, you guys. That's what, oh, he was barely hooked. Oh, my bag. Right there. Nice black belly. Right there, you guys, on the geo bait. Beautiful perch. That one's probably about a 12 inch perch. Get a quick picture with this one real quick before I let it go. All right, girl, thank you. There she goes. So that's a good sign. Seeing those big perch of that size starting to show up. And yeah, this got 'em bait. Looks like he ripped the tail off there. But we're gonna throw it out there and still use it. And I'm not anywhere special, you guys. I'm not anywhere special. I'm just right here at one of the local beaches in Ventura. You know, I'm not off in some secret spot catching all these big perch. You guys can come out here and do it too. You just use the right baits, the right setup, and it's just, you know, reading the surf and finding them, man. You know, these perch, a lot of people don't like to catch perch. because most of the time they're small, but to me they're fun to catch. They're a fun species to catch. There's another one. There's another one. And if you're just wanting to go out and catch some fish and get rid of some stress, whatever, perch fishing is the way to do it. You can catch them all year round. It's just the bigger ones don't normally start showing up until the winter time. And there's another one. This one's got a really black belly. I don't know if you can see, this one's got a really dark belly on him. Almost like she's got a beard on her or something. Come on, I'm gonna let you go. Just stop. Look at that. Oh! Come on, girl. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Here comes a wave. So far, both baits are catching fish. I'm gonna give this one more try just because it looks like it's falling apart after that big bite. Oh, man, they're really hitting it. There we go again. We're on. Kept hitting it and chasing it all the way up. So the bite, we find ourselves a nice little hole, you guys. They're just hitting it every cast. So another decent perch. Look at that. That almost looks identical to the last one I just caught. Probably another 10, 11 right there. But all right, so both baits producing fish. We're gonna go ahead and tie on a, yeah, see, I got no more tentacles on this guy. Took it all off. I'm gonna strap on a honey badger bait and we're gonna throw that one on. Like I said, the 3 baits that I think you should have if you want to come out surf fishing for perch. All right, guys, so this one is the honey badger. God, I want to say this one's the Aussie Slayer or the Ultra Slayer. He's got so many baits out with different names, it's hard to remember them all, but I'm pretty sure it's the Ultra Slayer or the Aussie Slayer. But correct me if I'm wrong, Glenn, on that one in the comments so I know next time. But we're gonna throw this one out now. That one is the motor oil color as well, and I haven't moved from my spots or throwing in the same hole. So this is bait number 3. So far, both baits have produced fish. And a lot of days, guys, you'll find that one of them's gonna work better than the other, you know, and you just gotta find out which one it is. So, but so far both baits are catching fish. So far, the bigger ones were caught on the Gotham baits. This tide is going down really fast, so hopefully this school of perch stick around and they don't go out deeper with the tide. But it seems like this hole is staying pretty full in front of me and in back of it, so hopefully they don't get pushed out of this area. There we go, we're on, you guys, on the honey badger bait. I think there was the 3rd cast in. Ooh, they're coming in quick. They're swimming towards me, all these fish. feisty one here. There you go, guys. Like I said, you got these 3 baits in your bag. They're all gonna catch fish. Honey badger bait right there. You're in the Ventura area. I want to say, I know definitely the honey badger and the 805 baits you can find at our local tackle shops out here, Hyuns and Eric's. The bottom baits, I don't think they're out in our area quite just yet. Gio kind of likes to just stick to the northern Cal bait shops for now, it seems like. So I know you can get them at Been There Caught That, and you can go online on Hook to Cook on Edward's page, and Edward sells them on his hooktocook.shop page, the got 'em baits. So, and he gets them to you fairly quick, so if you gotta order them, you know, you're gonna get them within a few days. He's located up north, so unless you're ordering them from somewhere far away, but the turnaround time's pretty quick, and they're worth to have in your bag if you want to do surf fishing for perch and stuff. So here's a bite. Oh, there it is again. There it is again. Got him this time. Man, these guys are feisty, man. They're pulling the drag. I don't have my drag tight very set, but set very tight, but they're taking it. They're aggressive. Oh, it's a little bigger. Look at the colors on these perch, you guys. Big females. We're looking for the bigger females, but you know, look at that. Those black bellies. But yeah, on the honey badger, guys. There you go. This got 'em bait's a real good presentation as far as the sand crab look too, you guys. So if you find out that there we go. If you find out that these fish are digging through the sand looking for sand crabs, then you know the got 'em bait is probably your best bet, or any kind of bait that looks like a sand crab, you know. Oh, it came off. Easy release. There we go. Got him. Looks like they moved over to the left a little bit. I got a tentacle and a half on there still. I'll still keep using it. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it. Man, I caught a lot of fish for a little afternoon session. I kind of came out and I saw what I wanted to see. I saw some bigger perch with some black bellies. That means they're out here, they're spawning, and they're just gonna get bigger, I think. And I got to use all 3 of my favorite baits. They all performed. So we're just gonna keep at it. The winter's coming. It's gonna get even colder, and I think the bite's gonna get even better. So